When you're trying to determine if you have a maritime case, and we say maritime meaning that you've been hurt in a navigable waterway in the United States and you're working. And one of the questions that's going to come into play is, what were you doing at the time you were hurt? Because in order to pursue a Jones Act case, you have to be performing what the U.S. Supreme Court has defined as traditional seaman duties. That means, are you doing something that somebody would do if they were working on a boat on the sea? Obviously, if you're working on land, then you may have what we call a Longshore Workers' Compensation Act. And the difference in between the two and the amount of recovery for the individual is huge. So making this determination, one of the real things that I'm going to ask you is what ship you were assigned to, what your assigned duties on that ship were, where this incident occurred, how it occurred, and at the time it occurred, what you were doing. Now, there's been a big change in the law in this area within the last 4 to 5 years, specifically in the state of Missouri and Illinois. And one of the defenses that the maritime carriers are bringing is what we'll call the primary duty rule. And the primary duty rule is basically, if you are in charge of something and because you don't do a good job being in charge of it, you're hurt, you're barred from recovering against your employer, regardless of how bad you're hurt or anything else. So one of the main things that you need to be careful of if you've been hurt while working for a maritime carrier is not to give a statement and not to talk to them until you talk to an attorney. Because unfortunately, if they can try to position it where it was your fault that you got hurt, you're going to be completely barred from recovering, which is really a split decision from a lot of the other states in the United States.